So production with Joe, and we have Joe. How are you?
I'm good, and yourself?
Good, good. So Joe, tell me a little bit about this journey.
Create Bahrain was a project that we did to support not just local, but artists that live in Bahrain. And it's not so much just to support them, but also give them an outlet to be able to show their work in social media. So it's a short film project. So each artist has their own short film that they then can use for themselves to promote themselves.
Was it the specific rules? Like, do they have to have a specific timing, specific subject, or it was like random?
No, we love art. So all kinds of art. We have from chefs to musicians to drawers to mosaic artists to everything and everything.
Do you have a specific group of people, nationalities to be specific, in Bahrain that more active in these kind of productions?
No, I think in terms of nationalities, there's Bahrain is filled with kind of everybody. And I mean, art is, I don't think there is a nationality for art. Art is art. Art is worldwide. And it's just important for us to show that, you know, this small island is beautiful and has so many people that are creating. And you know, the world needs to see that, and that's what we're hoping to do with Create Bahrain. Like we're hoping to do, like, you know, once a year, and then with all the footage that we get, kind of put together a documentary on the art scene in Bahrain, and kind of have it in film festivals, and you know, show the world what Bahrain is all about.
So you're taking this step by step from Bahrain to the international. All right, Joe, tell me, where are you originally from?
I'm Italian. Italian, grew up in Canada and traveled. I've traveled all my life. So from 15, I started modeling. So I got to go to Korea and Spain, and I love to travel. Not just traveling, but actually like immerse myself in the cultures. And I actually fell in love with the Arabic culture, the Bahraini culture.
That was my questions. Like, you settled down here in Bahrain. I mean, comparing you went around the world. Why did you choose Bahrain?
I don't know. I think Bahrain kind of chose me. I don't know. Like now, I've been traveling for the past 3 months. I've been working abroad. We have some shows coming up in New York. We're working on our next show here in Bahrain. But every time I travel, I miss Bahrain. I feel the need to come back to Bahrain for some reason, and I don't know what it is. I love Bahrain. So.
Well, it loves you back, don't worry. Was it satisfying market in Bahrain for your kind of work?
I think the market here, the film and TV market here is growing, definitely. I think there is a need for more. What we try to do with Geo Productions is we work with a lot of interns from the Bahrain Polytech University, kind of teaching them what the business is all about and kind of getting them excited. Our motto is we love what we do, and so we want everybody that does this work to love what they do. But it is growing, you know, Bahrain is growing, and yeah, there is a market. There definitely is a market. I mean, video is very important. 63% of all internet channels are through video. So that's what also Create Bahrain is. We're showing people that, you know, they need to come up and do the videos and do the social media and do, you know, all the stuff that.
Good evening. Can you introduce yourself for me, please?
Good evening. I'm Nomi Rajan.
I'm Maruf.
I'm Alia Ahmed.
All right. You all live in Bahrain?
Yes.
How long have you been here?
It's been 14 years, more than 14 years, yeah.
For all of you, or?
For me.
For you?
I'm just visiting. I work in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia.
Oh, wow, that's a long distance. And the missus with him or here?
I live here. I choose to live here instead of Saudi Arabia.
Between here and there?
Yeah. And I've been here for a year now.
Right, that's perfect. Coming from Saudi, do you usually like meet in Bahrain for certain events or anything?
Well, that too, but she lives here, so I come here on weekends normally. Yeah.
Where do you take him when he comes to Bahrain?
Oh, we check out whatever's happening. You know, we look up the happening section in the magazines and then just go out and check out. Like there's a movie going on somewhere, so we'll go and see that. And just chill, watch movies, eat out. It's a great place to be in comparison to our neighboring countries. So it's good.
You find enough events every time he comes, you actually go and take him?
This is my first winter here, and I feel that things will pick up now because things start to happen when the weather improves, and I'm looking forward to seeing some events happening.
Inshallah, well, I mean, you have the cultural events, and you have the Formula One, the air show, the WEC. There's a lot of coming up, so we're getting excited. What about you? I mean, you live here for 14 years. How was you're enjoying your time? I mean, these kind of certain events, was it enough in Bahrain for you to enjoy it?
Yes, I enjoy it a lot, and since I'm an artist myself, it's a good opportunity. And
If I may ask, what kind of art?
I do glass fusion. I work with glass, and I import the glass from US, and then I can make a lot of things like ceiling, chandelier, glass panels for walls, etc. Yeah, a lot.
That's beautiful. I mean, these kind of art is a very difficult and delicate. I mean, dealing with glass and all.
I get a lot of cuts on my hands, but that's okay. That's the
The pain of love, let's say. But what about other things? I mean, do you have another place to show your art in Bahrain? Was it easy for you to build your career in the market here?
I consider myself a beginner because it's just been about 4 or 5 years in this field, and I'm getting more and more opportunities since not many people are doing this. So it's new in this region compared to the West. But people are quite happy that there's someone doing this. So I guess there'll be much more for me to, I guess, what am I...
It's more to coming up, inshallah. All right, let's go back about having fun. I mean, where do you tell me your favorite spot in Bahrain.
In Bahrain? Wherever, city center.
So mall.
Yeah, malls and movies and restaurants. Yeah.
What about you? I mean, you've been, not living here, but you've been visiting here. Have you enjoyed your time here around Bahrain? Have you went to the places?
I've been coming here for almost 14, 15 years now. Lived here earlier as well. So Bahrain is not new and unique. So and then it's a great place. I think it's a small, compact place. And it has everything, in terms of entertainment and everything else.
Did you choose to live in Bahrain because of your career or because you feel comfortable more than Saudi?
I want to add something on about Bahrain. The reason I'm a ceramic artist, I do pottery. So I've lived in 7 countries in the last 7 years. And this is the first place where when I've arrived, I've actually felt so welcomed. It's like whatever I do, whoever I call, whatever I want to do in relationship to my work, I just get a positive response. And this thing here happening today is like such a first for me. So it's very exciting, and it's a very good feeling to be in a place where people like you, recognize you, love you. You walk, it's a small place. You walk into a place, the second time you walk in, they look, is that you, Alia? Oh, it's a great feeling. I love this place.
طبعا انا بدي 96 وطبعا انا كانت 2001 الاول في الخليج في الجمباز الحمد لله وكمان في الامارات السنتين.
Good evening.
Good evening.
One more artist. Can you introduce yourself for me, please?
Yes, my name is Wiam Sperring, and I'm a half Bahraini, half English artist, and I've grown up here basically.
Wow, what a mix, Bahraini English. So we have both cultures, huh?
Yes, I've always been part of both, but not really part of either, if you know what I mean. Always been a little bit of a mix.
So starting up your art, was it here or in Britain?
Actually, it was in Britain because I went to art school in Scotland, in Glasgow School of Art, and then after graduating, I eventually moved back here and started to teach art. And it's only recently that I've started to become a part of the art scene in Bahrain, and it's definitely flourishing here, which is really great.
So you think there is a chance here in Bahrain that we grow old with our art and artists and all?
Absolutely, I can see it growing already. There's such a big change in the past. I've basically been here about 5 years now, and I've seen it change so much. There's so many cultural activities and markets and all these galleries opening up like this one, and it's just amazing to see what's happening.
That was actually my next question. Do we have enough places in Bahrain to such artists to show their work, or we have a lack in that?
I think, what we do have is a huge talent base here. There's a lot of people who don't really want to come out of their closets, basically, like me, for a long time. And what we need is more small events like this to sort of bring them out of their shell a little bit. And I think there are maybe enough places, but not enough small places to start. So this is a really great platform for that sort of growth.
All right, if I may ask, where do you get your inspiration from? Do you have any places in Bahrain usually you go and you just like think about what you're gonna go, what you're gonna do next? I mean, I've seen a little bit of your work and I've seen how you like draw the different characters and it's very deep things. Do you think it's a place to go and think about it, or it just comes in your head?
I think it all comes from life experiences, really. So you don't have to go much further than your everyday life, to be honest. So my best ideas probably come to me in the shower and silly places like that, doing mundane things. But my main goal in my artwork is to tell stories. So it's just talking to people, really, and communicating these ideas in my artwork that's really what I aim to do.
That's fantastic. I wish you all the best of luck. All right, I'm gonna go drift a little bit about art. About you personally, where do you enjoy your time in Bahrain, your free time?
It's really difficult. There's so many really good little places around. Like this is one of them, definitely. And then even just walking around Adliya streets and we need more pedestrian streets like that. I think they're really good and really great places for creatives to congregate. Other places, I don't really know. I usually spend time at my friends' places. We make our own little communities.
Exactly. That was. I mean, you have a Britain show. You have a lot of British friends, I'm sure. Like usually, when they come to Bahrain, do they find their comfortable places? Do they find their comfort zone, if we can say?
I think there's a lot of places for that to happen. So you are where you feel most comfortable, and it's usually with the right people and the right friends and things like that. So I think when people come to the country, they do quickly find the right scene and the right people, and everybody's got their own little places to go.
Hi, good evening.
Hello,
Can you introduce yourself for me?
my name is Jack Cocking and I'm an illustrator of sorts.
So, Jack, tell me all about how it all started.
It all started with cars. I remember I was watching Discovery Channel and I saw this guy who basically drew cars in the back of the classroom. I thought, oh, that's a cool way for me to waste time. So I started doing that, but all my car drawings turned out awful. And I just got mad and I just kind of like kept on making them in like weirder and weirder, and I don't know, they just kind of morphed, to be honest with you. That's how I kind of got into drawing.
So, just because one guy told you to do it, you just did it randomly?
He didn't even tell me to do it. I just saw it on Discovery Channel. Yeah, just on TV. He was there.
So you're into cars. Do you actually go to like visit Formula One and all?
Yeah, I do visit. I go to the Bahrain drift events. I go to the drag races. I also look up a lot of cars on YouTube, and I know it gets kind of lonely and kind of stupid because by the end of the day I'm just sitting there on YouTube watching cars drive, but it's something that I enjoy.
Exactly, something you like it. Where are you originally from?
I was actually born in Johannesburg in South Africa, but my family is from Zimbabwe, believe it or not. And yeah, I can imagine. And I've actually lived in Bahrain for the past 16 years, so I consider Bahrain more of my home.
How was it? Would you find it? I mean, you come from South Africa or Zimbabwe, it's a different culture. Did you find it easy to cope up here?
Oh yeah, it was. I mean, I came here when I was like 5 or 6 years old, so it was just immediately like I'm thrown into the deep end, and all of a sudden, this is all I know. You know, I enjoyed it.
Hi, good evening. Can you introduce yourself for me?
Hi, I'm Isra. I'm Esma.
So, did you enjoy the movie?
We were actually very late. We didn't see much of the movie.
Just in the end of it, but you have an idea about the whole project and everything.
Well, kind of, yeah. Yeah.
Did you like this kind of events that happens in Bahrain? I mean, during art and everything.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
Where else do you guys like to see events, or you attend these events? Like, what's your favorite one in Bahrain?
I don't really have a specific one. I just because my sister is an artist as well, so I just go with her wherever she has an exhibition, and I really like wherever I go.
Hi, good evening.
Hi, good evening.
Introduce yourself to me and tell me a little bit about your art.
My name is Tajma Najib. I'm an artist, yes, and I have a studio, and I work out of my studio. It's my little beautiful mess that I work out of there. I literally just have fun. So right now I'm working on a whole series of collection that is based on my locks and keys. That was my last exhibition I had in Pakistan. So it's like mixed media, throwing paint, stencil, jumping into it and coming out, and it's just so much fun. So that's pretty much how I do it, you know, get inspired by music and then it gets translated and just have fun.
I can't wait to see it, actually. I'm getting so excited.
Oh, you gotta come, really, because the whole experience is coming to this studio space and then just seeing what it's like. You know, you let music let you take over, and then it's music to lyrics to translation, and before you know it, you're working on this massive work, and it's just fun. It really is. Art should be like that.
I mean, I've seen some of your work and then on the movie, and it's really fantastic. I mean, you are an artist. So, coming from Pakistan and living in Bahrain, was it like giving a little bit touch on your art, or was like an experience to take on?
Actually, I am Bahraini. I'm born and brought up in Bahrain. That's why I say I'm confused, because my parents are from Pakistan, but I'm Bahraini. So I never felt close to Pakistan until maybe a few years ago. When I went there, I revisited it, and it was like this nostalgia that took over me. And I had my last collection, my love affair was just Lahore. Like I could smell it, I could eat it. You know, that noise, the smell, the sounds. It came out in my artwork. And now, alhamdulillah, you know, whenever I go there, I get such a beautiful response. Even in Karachi, people know me, and I get to do workshops. People come and talk to me, and that's amazing. You know, they want to talk to me about art. They want to talk to me about, I know, and I'm like, oh yeah, that's me. You know, they want to talk about inspiration, and they always ask me about cultural integration. And I think, as for myself, it's important that I accept both cultures, because I am neither here nor there. You know, so it's just nice to know that I'm a human, you know, and I feel everything around me, and I can gather things and bring it together, and then it comes out, yeah.
Hi, good evening.
Hi, good evening.
Can you introduce yourself for me, please?
I'm Sara Nabil, and I'm the sound space and music curator in Melja, and music producer and composer.
So basically, you're part of this event.
I'm part of the place, Melja.
Melja, this is not, it's haven't been there for a while, was it?
It opened in January of this year, so it's pretty new. Yeah, it's been less than a year.
But you have quite enough events to cover, like, I mean, weekly, I can guess, like, you have kind of events.
Yeah, we've got different events that span out over the month, some small, some big, and they vary in types, some in music, some in art, so we've got different stuff going on.
Going through summer, I mean, summer in Bahrain, tell me, like, approximately, was it enough events for people to cover, come and have fun?
Well, summer was, I guess, not as busy as the other times of the year, but we tried to focus on different things, different types of workshops, smaller things targeted at specific people, so that we don't have something that's really big and everyone's out of town, and you know what I mean?
Yeah, well, that's why I asked, like, I wanted to know, tourist-wise, like, if people ask about Bahrain and they ask about Malja and they want to come visit and see it, what would they see?
Well, they definitely see a lot of local artists, so any tourist that comes and is interested in art, this is a space and platform to learn about artists in Bahrain, different types of them, musicians, painters, you know, just different types of art, which is kind of cool. Dancers, we've got a lot of those. So.
From your background, I mean, for coming here to all the events and seeing, was it enough number of people, like tourists around, like GCC or even outside?
Well, yeah, like recently I've been noticing that we have a lot of people from Saudi and the region who come in, like for the gallery, for example. A few people talked to me who came from Saudi to be at the gallery opening, so it's pretty cool. Recently we've had a lot of regional artists as well come in and visit for his event and stuff like that. So, yeah.
So you can say that you're actually giving out the word about Bahrain, so you can be a part of the tourism in Bahrain.
Yeah, definitely. It's great. I mean, it's the only place in Bahrain that can represent art in Bahrain, so it's definitely a hot spot for that.
تعرف عليك؟
محمد الريس ناجي الموساوي. الله يسلمك. الشباب ما شاء الله عليهم مسوين دوكيومنتري عن الفن والاشياء اللي عندنا في البحرين يعني، وبيعرضون ان شاء الله عقب شوي. فاحنا بعد لنا فقره بسيطه، عندنا فرقه روك نعزف سبعينات وثمانينات يعني، وان شاء الله بيعرضون لنا دوكيومنتري بعد ان شاء الله من ضمن الفقرات الموجوده.
يعني انتم مشاركين وفي نفس الوقت جايين زائرين. لما هم اليوم قدموا عليكم هالعرض ان تكونون في فيلمهم ثقافي، ولا انتم اللي شاركتوا ان احنا نبي؟
لا والله هم يعني كلمونا قالوا لنا هل تبون تشاركون، احنا بالعكس استانسنا يعني. ما شاء الله البحرين وايد فيها تالنت، ونحب ان نشوف سبورت يعني حق كل التالنت هاي، مو بس موسيقى، هو موسيقى، رسم، تصوير، تمثيل. وايد ناس الحمد لله فنانين في البحرين، واحنا وايد مفتخرين ان نكون بارت من هاي الدوكيومنتري يعني.
تعتقدون ان هاي النوع من الدوكيومنتريز بيحاولون ان يطلعون فنكم للخارج؟ يعني مثلا في ناس من برا بيشوفونا لما نعرض مثلا عن يوتيوب او شيء؟
اي بالعكس يعني، هو الهدف من الدوكيومنتري هذا هو بالضبط، انه اذا في ناس يعني يشوفون الفن، اذا طابق شيء يعني مواصفات اللي هم يبحثون عنها ولا شيء، في المستقبل يمكن يسوون لنا سبونسر ولا ينودونا برا حق يعني حفلات ما حفلات السوالف. الحمد لله يعني احنا حصل لنا شرف من قبل، حصلنا دعوه بس بسبب الظروف الماليه ما قدرنا نروح يعني، بس ان هالشيء يبين لنا ان دائما الابواب متفتحه برا يعني، وان شاء الله لو يبون هم هالشيء يستوي بينادونا من خلال دوكيومنتري اذا تشوفون ان شاء الله يعني.
زين انت قلت الابواب مفتوحه برا، زين الابواب مفتوحه في البحرين، هل عندنا نوع من يعني هل نوع من الاماكن، هل نوع من الفعاليات، هل يحث على قدوم زائرين من الخارج، يعني من الخليج او حتى من الخارج؟
يعني هو الابواب مفتوحه عندنا هني في البحرين، والحمد لله وايد عندنا اكسباتس، ووايد يساعد على ان احنا ننشهر. بس يعني ساعات الاوضاع ما تساعد هني في البحرين يعني، مو موسيقتنا خصوصا ساعات ناس ما تتقبل يعني. بس الحمد لله احنا يعني عزفنا تحت الوزاره وعزفنا في حلبة البحرين، كانوا حفلات حلوين ما شاء الله يعني. في فرص هني في البحرين.
الحمد لله حصلنا فرص، بيشكر الوزاره لان مره اعطونا فرصه حق صيف البحرين نعزف من هناك في 2013 على ما اعتقد. وعيد الوطني بعد عزفنا مره. الحمد لله يعني في شتل يعني في الايفنتات حاولنا يعني نكون موجودين من هناك يعني، وما نخليها الفن بس يعني مقتصر علينا وبس يعني بيننا وبين ربعنا.